as we soar over Hartford, the vibrant, diverse, and lively city, we descend onto Pratt Street, nestled in the middle of Pratt Street Lees.
Here we are on Pratt Street, one of Hartford's most historic and evolving streets. But what makes the street isn't just the buildings, it's the people.
Today we're visiting Sunberry, a Korean family-owned restaurant. Come along.
Hello everyone, I'm Adriana and I'm here with Tosh, who's a regular customer on Sunberry. It's a funny story how we found each other. It's like this post about excitement, and Tasha reached out and said that Sunberry is one of her favorite spots.
Tasha, thank you so much for being here and agreeing to do this.
Absolutely.
My first question is, what keeps you coming back for more at Sunberry?
I think just the ambiance. The owners are amazing. They know my family. We've come here so often, especially during the pandemic. We would come probably like once a week just because everything was shut down besides the restaurant, and just give us something to do in Hartford.
Is there a dish that has your heart?
Probably bibimbap. I lived in South Korea for a while, so that's one of the like familiar dishes, and it's an easy go-to. I try to make it at home, but it doesn't taste as good. So yeah, that's probably my favorite dish here.
I agree. I tried at home as well, and it doesn't work for me. When you dine at Sunberry, how does it make you feel like you're part of the Hartford community? Do you like its location on Pratt Street?
Yeah, I think it's a nice location. It's an easy location to get to. When parking's available, like on the street, you just park over on Trumbull, walk up Pratt. So it's an easy location to get to.
Yeah.
And I mean, it actually kind of makes you feel like you're not in Hartford. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but just coming in, you just get a different feeling. And then the dishes, like I said, they bring you, well, for me, it brings me back to Korea, which was a great time of my life.
Korea days, I agree. Do you have any fun memories or stories that tied you to your visits to Sunberry that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I think one of my prime things that I remember was my daughter. She loves Korean food. She loves anything that's like noodles or anything like that. But this time she ordered French fries, which was out of the ordinary for her. And we were eating, and so I took a picture and I posted it on Instagram and tagged Sunberry, and they reposted it. It was cute because she was eating French fries with chopsticks. So, yeah.
How long ago was that?
Oh my gosh, this was probably, I'd say 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah, and it was before they renovated this location, so yeah.
That's a great memory. For someone who hasn't tried Sunberry yet, what would you say to convince them to give it a go?
If you're looking for really good food, decent prices, just try Sunberry. The food is really amazing. They have a lot of options in food and in drinks. So they have alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, which this one's non-alcoholic. So and just tell them if they're looking for something new to try, give it a try.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and doing this, and cheers.
Cheers.
We're here with Jane. Her parents are the owner of Sunberry, and she's been gracious enough to sit down with us and answer some questions. What's the story behind the name Sunberry? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask you before. How does it reflect the restaurant's mission or values?
So, the name Sunberry was actually a name my mom had come up with. Like I said, it was originally supposed to be like a cafe and catering spot. So Sunberry was supposed to kind of announce this yogurt kind of spot. But once we decided to make the transition, we've been here already for 10 plus years under the Sunberry name. So going into the restaurant bar business, we didn't want our customers to think that we left. you know. So we kept the name, and then we kind of just changed the DBA on the cafe and catering to restaurant bar.
How do you define the culinary experience at Sunberry? What unique elements do you think sets your Korean dishes apart?
I would say that the culinary experience is very Korean based. It's very Korean based. One element that sets Korean food apart from like any other culture's food, I would say, is like the vegetable elements. Like a lot of Korean cultures use so many different ways with vegetables, and so many different vegetables that maybe many Americans don't know. Like we carry burdock root. Like not a lot of people know what that is. We also carry a mugwort, and that's a type of vegetables that not a lot of Americans know what that is, but that is kind of essential in one of the traditional dishes called bibimbap, which we do serve. So things like that, like radish, people might not eat radish on a daily basis, but for Koreans, like radish is part of their culture.
For sure. Our last question, how do you adapt your offerings to cater to the eclectic customer base you serve?
So if you look at our menu, we have an eclectic menu.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just Korean food.
Yeah.
We do have an American section too, and that's something that, like, well, we just can't avoid. You know, like, and we're not trying to avoid it either, because that is the community that's here in Connecticut, and we can disagree with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I think there is, like, even that term, like Asian fusion. It's like, it's kind of like showing people your culture in a way that they would understand.
Yeah.
You know, so even something as simple like as a stir fry, like, yes, there are Korean ingredients that go into that, but like that name would not be called stir fry Korean.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to the American audience, like, they wouldn't know what that name meant unless they saw that it's a Korean stir fry. You know, so there was like definitely like a language aspect to it of being able to translate the meal itself so that Americans would understand what that meal would consist of. But there is also like a recipe fusion aspect to it, where you don't want to make it way, way, way too Korean in flavor, where someone who has grown up eating American food would not understand that flavor profile, or not like it, you know. So.
For sure. Well, that's all I have for you, Jane. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
All right.
So we see all the St. Patty's decorations going on. So we want to ask you, what are the plans for St. Patrick's Day?
So annually, we always hold like a huge St. Patty's parade. And I like to think that Hartford throws the best parties. They have one like for New Haven. They have like for a couple series. But we take it really seriously because there's just like a big Irish community downtown that we want to support, even though we might not be Irish ourselves. We could definitely join the community in that way, and we try to show up with some traditional Irish meals, like, well, we'll serve corned beef hash on that day, and Rubens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's such a great time. The reason why we're going all out is because this particular March Saturday that's coming up, we have the best weather. It's hitting like 60 degrees.
Yes.
Every St. Patty's historically, like the last 3 years, has been raining, freezing cold, or like the end of like a winter storm. So we are like more than above happy to know that we're going to be hitting some like really great weather.
Yeah. How many people are expected to be in the Hartford area?
Oh, probably thousands.
Really?
Yeah, like it's a huge parade. The whole community shows up. And, you know, they have a big entertainment value as well, where they do like the traditional, like, I don't know what you call those people that do the bagpipes.
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
like that,
Yeah.
the Irish step dancings.
Yeah.
So it's just like a great time to be in Hartford downtown.
Very awesome. Yeah. I'll definitely be coming by and checking it out. Very first time for me.
You
So
might have a Snow Summer that's green on Saturday. Just
awesome.
saying. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, we're back. Thank you for joining us today as we learned a little bit more about Sunberry, Pratt Street and how they're intertwined into the community.
We had a chance to speak to some amazing people that make this establishment what it is.